All right, I'll be working on a 91 Silverado. Interesting. With parasitic draw or battery discharge when the key is off and the truck is not running. Completely dead. Nothing. Apparently when it sits overnight, the battery completely drains. Got a 350. Looks like a new alternator someone put in there. That is spanking new. Oh, well, it would have been nice if they would have brought me the battery. Maybe it's in the car. This was towed here. Oh, it's got headers on it. Maybe they did bring me the battery. They didn't want it to get discharged. Oh, they brought me 2 batteries. Okay, no wonder it didn't start. All right, step 1. Is going to be check. I wonder which battery I should use. Well, the bigger one is 750 cold cranking amps. The smaller one is 525, so I'd use the bigger one. So step 1 is going to be to test this battery and ensure that it's first of all charged, and then do a battery test on it to make sure it's a good battery. And then I want to get this moved up to my driveway where I can work on it. I wonder why that might be a brand new grill they bought. I don't know if that can't be original. That looks new. That looks new-ish. I don't think that chrome would be that shiny on a 1991. All right, let me take this battery up. Okay, I've got the battery. It's reading somewhere in the range of 12.25 volts. That doesn't tell the whole story. We need to do a high amperage draw on the battery. And given that this is 750 cold cranking amps, this is going to heat up a heating element back here and draw as much current as that battery is willing to supply while it's heating up that element. And this needle is basically going to be an ammeter telling us how much current this battery is willing to supply. And if the battery is good, it should see the 600 to 800. It should be somewhere between the 600 and 800 in the green zone when I press the button. Well, let's do it. Watch. Oh. Well, it's one of 2 things. The battery's bad, or it needs a long, steady charge. That truck had another battery sitting in the front seat. Maybe that's a good battery. I'm going to let this heating element cool down. I'll go grab the other battery, see if that's a good one. Okay, I have the other battery that was sitting in the front seat of the truck. Now, once again, I'm going to be diagnosing a parasitic discharge, but I need a good battery to perform the diagnostics. So the other battery sitting in the front seat is a 525 cold cranking amp battery. Not really sufficient for that truck, but if it's a good battery, it's sufficient for the diagnostic. It is reading a little over 12 volts. And it's given that it's 525, we should be in the green zone somewhere between 4 and 6. That needle when I press the button and heat the coil up. Here we go. Button pressed. Oh. 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 Okay, one of two things. Two bad batteries, or they need a charge, or they're very dead. So, in order to get this ball rolling, I'm going to have to put one of these two on the charger. I think I'm going to start with the big one and get that on the charger. And it's going to have to charge for a long time to fill that puppy up, because I need a good battery to perform parasitic diagnostics. Parasitic discharge or parasitic draw diagnostics. Alright, it's going to take a long time to charge this battery if it was really that discharged. So we're running, got it on a 30 amp circuit. It's a very weak display, but we're charging at roughly 2 amps right now. It's about the maximum we want to put into it. That'll slowly die down. I got it on a 12 volt, 2 amp charge. Yeah, I don't want to do any more than that. I want a nice, that's about the only charge I want for that battery right now. Let's see if we can get the truck started. Get it moved into my driveway with my 18,000 pound jump starter. Okay. Oh. That thing's heavy. It's like, this is a monster. It's got like a car battery in there, but it's never failed to jump start anything. I've jump started big ass diesels with this thing. Okay. I mean, I'm not really jump starting. I'm starting it because there's no battery in here. No battery. All right, let me get this monster situated. All right, we're on 12 volts. Got the ground hooked up right over here. Got the positive hooked up right there, and I got it strung up there so it doesn't flop down or fall into anything and short circuit. Got a DVM here because I want to test the alternator voltage. I'm hoping to, once I get started, disconnect the jump starter, and the car should run on its alternator, especially a brand new one. And instead of 12 volts, we should see something on the order of 13.75 or so. Let's see if it even starts. I have noted there's an aftermarket radio. My number one suspicion for parasitic discharge or draw, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Got a beepy, we got lights. Do we have gas? Oh my God. Holy macaroni. Lord have mercy. I had to pump the gas. Good gracious. It doesn't sound good. Is it going to idle? I'm still giving it gas. Got an exhaust leak. I think some of the exhaust, some of the headers are leaking. I'm still holding the gas down. I don't think it's going to idle yet. It's not going to idle. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that battery voltage swing. I'm still holding the gas down. I'm still holding the gas because it's not going to idle yet. I don't think it's going to hold an idle. The exhaust manifold leaks are going to sound better once the engine heats up. You can already hear it because the heat's going to expand the block into the manifolds, and you'll hear the ticks go away. I just don't think it's going to idle. Try to lower it. I'm going to try to lower it. Please idle. Idle. It's not going to idle. I'm here to fix a parasitic draw. This thing is not going to idle. My foot is still... I still got to hold the accelerator down to get this thing to run. Okay, I'm gonna let off because I can't do this all night. Now it's idling on its own. It is idling on its own. Man. We got a ticker over here. All right. Now, I should be able to, if the alternator is working, I should be able to release my jump starter. All right, got that. Turn this off. Jump starter, this car is not running on a battery now. It's running on the alternator alone. Got an exhaust manifold leak over here somewhere. It's on one of the headers. See if we can get a reading from the alternator. I'll see if I can do this one-handed. Wow. Let me get a better ground. I mean, that's low. And that could mean that alternator is being bogged down by the parasitic draw. Try again. Yeah, I should get more than that. That's a little low. We should be in the 13s. Let me do it two-handed with a better ground. It was the same thing, 12.7. That's a little on the low side, folks. That's a brand new alternator. That's low. So it could be that there's such a draw somewhere that it's pulling on that alternator so hard that it's lowering the voltage. The next step is to measure what that draw is. That would have to be a very high draw to lower that alternator voltage down to 12.7 from what should be well into the 13s, sometimes into the 14s. Interesting. We got ourselves a situation. All right, I'm gonna see if I can move this truck into my driveway so I can better work on it tomorrow. I'm going to leave my box there because the positive cable is tied to it, so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to shut the hood down just enough so I can see. And let's see. I didn't see any blue smoke on startup. I don't see any blue right here. It's not burning blue that much. So I don't see any burning blue. The person told me the truck was burning blue, but it doesn't look that bad to me. Okay. I guess I'll have to use the alternative door handle. Alright, let's see if it dies. Brake is off. Reverse. Well, it runs. It's idling good with the load of the tranny. Brakes are a little catchy. And drive now. Oh. Little steering play. The brakes are really catchy. Looks like it has a brake code also. Oh, the steering. Look at the steering column. Look at the steering column. Boy, I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness. With the steering column, the way it is, I wouldn't drive this on the road. Oh, it just died. It died on me, drive. It died. Yeah, it just freaking died. That alternator was not able to keep up at that low speed. Well, and I don't have a battery in it right now, but I'm far enough up on the driveway, I'm good for now. I think parasitic draw is the least of their problems. I'm working on this for a friend, but I gotta say, there's some other issues with this puppy. Oof. But I'm here to check out parasitic draw or parasitic drain, so that's what I'm going to do. That steering column's going to need some work. All right. I'm going to let that battery charge. Tell you what. We'll let that battery charge and we'll give it a go tomorrow. Check out where the parasites are. Stereo police. Put this stuff away. Ciao. I was just curious before I wrapped it up. I wanted to find the voltage regulator. And I haven't looked it up online yet. But I was just looking around. Got an aftermarket ECU in here, but I pulled this radio. Okay, as soon as I see an aftermarket radio, I go, okay, somebody effed that up. And wow, the wiring is horrendous. I mean, exposed. I mean, look at the just exposed wires everywhere. Where are those two? Look at these two. Wait a minute. Pull them out. I mean, these two orange ones. There's another one back there. I mean, so I disconnected the radio connector. This is aftermarket. So having done that, now that I know there's nothing touching back there, I was just curious. I went ahead and reconnected my jump start box. I just want to get another alternator read if I'm even able to start this thing. Oh my God. Come on. Look at the voltmeter there. We should be at 14. We are not. Not at 14. It won't even idle on its own yet. This is throttle body fuel injection. Idle. Idle. I gotta coax it. Still coaxing it. I want to get a read off that alternator once more, having disconnected that rat's nest. Come on. Foot's off the gas. There it is. We're idling. Alright, I'm going to disconnect ground. Disconnecting ground. I'm going to leave positive connected so it doesn't interfere with anything. Still should be higher. And that computer is getting pretty warm. That computer is getting pretty warm. Suspicious of that because it's aftermarket. Factory authorized remanufacture. Just a hunch. I'm gonna turn it off. Pull the key out. I want to see if that ECU cools down. Or if it continues to get warm. Actually, in order to do that, we need to reconnect battery power. Okay, now we have full battery power. Okay, we have the battery going to the system. That ECU is very warm. I want to see if it continues to stay warm. Should cool down nicely. Let's do something really fun. Let's get a current draw while this thing is discharging my battery. Let's find out what kind of current's being drawn with that truck off. All right, it's a two-handed job, so I'm going to hook up the ammeter. You have no more than 50 milliamps, hopefully less. Let's find out. Let me hook up the ammeter. All right, you're gonna love this. All right, we got the ammeter hooked up in line with the positive side. I could have done the negative side. Sometimes that's safer, but just felt like the positive side. Okay, right now we're at 50 milliamps draw. That's not the shocking part, but that's a little too high. There's no key in the ignition. Got one door open. Let me go ahead and shut that. Still 50 milliamps draw. Now, here's the shocking part. Using my own battery, okay, this is on. It's at 13 volts. All right. I'm not going to try to start the car. I just want to turn the ignition to the accessory mode. Okay, we're at accessory mode right now. Right before starting. 5.8 amps. I mean, that is a tremendous. 5.8 amps is tremendous. That's a tremendous draw. Now I'm going to pull the key out of the ignition. Take it out. Key's out. Shut the door. Come back. And now we're at 0.8 milliamps. Still a huge draw. Now it could be something going to sleep, the ECC going to sleep, something like that. Now I'm at 12.9, but it's draining my own battery here. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous draw. As soon as you turn the ignition on. Okay, then yeah, something was going to sleep. Now we're back to 50 milliamps. Okay, let me go ahead and turn the ignition on. I can't start the car, it'll blow the fuse on my ammeter. That'll definitely blow the fuse. Alright, ACC is on. I mean, back to 5 amps. What the heck? Here's where we start pulling fuses, my friend. I hear something. It's probably a fuel pump. I hear something running. I definitely hear something running. Let me see how hot that ECC is getting. I don't hear anything in here. Yeah. I hear something running in here. The fan. Okay, I just turned the climate. Okay, I turned the climate system off. I heard the climate system. That was on. Let's turn. Okay, well now we're down to 3 amps. So the climate system was on. We dropped to 3 amps. That's still a lot. Lights. Oh my God, look at that. Oh man, how do I turn it off? Pull them back out? Yep, one by one. Okay, there are no lights on. Climate is off. We know the radio is not connected. We're still drawing 3 amps. For what? Nothing's running. The light's not on in here. Headlights are not on. Tail light's not on. Tail light's not on. I don't hear anything. Computer's getting a little warm. Not too much. 3 amps. I hear something. I hear something. I hear something over here. There's something running over here. Definitely hear something running. I think. Yeah. I hear something. See if I hear it under the dash. No. Don't hear it under the dash. I hear it passenger side. Must be the fuel system. Over here. It could just be the fuel pump. But 3 amps? Seriously? Folks, 3 amps is a lot of current. 3 amps. Something's running. I can hear it. There's a fuse box. I don't know if there's more than one in here. I haven't looked it up yet. No cover on it. Injectors, A and B, ECM and ignition. Here's where we start pulling fuses and finding out when that current drops. Find out what's drawing that. But importantly also, we turn the ignition off. Okay, we drop down to 600 milliamps, and this will go down because likely the computer is going to sleep. Let's see how long it takes for the computer to go to sleep. That noise went away. Probably the fuel system. There it is. Took about a minute. And we're down to 40.046, 46 milliamps. That's not a colossal draw. It's more than I want. It should be 30, but I don't think 46 milliamps. I'm going to let this sit for a while and see if it even goes down further based on things going to sleep. I'm going to let this sit for about an hour. I still got 12.9 volts. So let me set, well, I'm going to let this sit for an hour. I put some fresh batteries in my digital multimeter, so we're good. Let me shut the doors. Shut the doors. I don't see any lights on the dashboard. There's no indicators that the hood is up. So I don't see any reason why we'd be drawing anything other than maybe something else is going to sleep. So let's come back in a half an hour and see if that drops even further. So I don't see a major parasitic draw. But there is a heck of a lot of current flowing during ACC. Is that the right amount of current for fuel injection? That seems like a lot to me. But I do know one thing, that alternator is not putting out the right amount of voltage. This could well be a problem with that alternator not charging. I don't care if it's new or not. CarQuest? I don't know. Okay, let's come back in about a half an hour. Okay, it's been more than a half an hour, probably 40 minutes. Let's see what the draw is on the battery. The parasitic draw or discharge. Oh, my meter turned off. Okay. Must have an automatic timeout. Still at 48. All right. So I'm going to pull some fuses. I don't think it should be that high. There's no electronic switch down here that would say the hood's open, and I don't see a hood light. Hood light could do it. And there's not even a wire running up there. So if there once was a hood light, it ain't there now. So I think there's still a bit of more of a draw than there should be, but not enough. 48 milliamps is not enough to draw down a battery overnight. I don't think so. But still more than there should be, I think. So it's time to start pulling fuses. I wonder. You know, I wanted to do this tomorrow. I wonder if that battery's charged yet. It's been several hours. No. Still charging at 1 point, almost 2 amps. That battery was a dead puppy right there. Still charging like that at a couple of hours. Fuse puller. Oh, let me get something to kneel on. There's only like 7 fuses in there. I don't know where the rest of them went. I'm just gonna do this tomorrow, but curiosity. I haven't not looked up this truck yet if there's another fuse box somewhere, but let's start out with the wipers. I don't know what that 5 amp is right there. Can't even reach it. Okay, whatever this thing is here. See, I can't get the fuse puller in there. It's so tight. Oh, come on. I'm going to need a needle nose for that. Yeah, it's tight. There it is. CRK. That's for the crack. Still 48. Okay. Let's put the crack back. That's a good fuse, just looking at it. How about the stop? We'll just start from the bottom. You know, this fuse puller sucks. I want my needle nose. I want my freaking needle nose. I want my damn needle nose. I've got tools all over the place, but I got my emergency kit right here on magnetics. Okay. I don't know all this stuff, Dan. Okay, needle nose. Oh my God, so easy. Stop. We just pulled stop out. Stop lamps. 47. Didn't budge. Isn't this fun? Let's put stop back in. It's still a good fuse. Now let's go to the second row up and pull this 10 amp injectors out. You know, I'm just going to pull them all out and line them. No, I'm not. I won't remember. Do them one at a time. Injectors. Still 48. Good fuse. Put them back in. Next one in this row, panel lamps, 5 amp. Still 48 milliamps. I'll tell you when you run into trouble is when you pull them all out and the damn thing still's got a drain. Okay, ECM. That's where I think the problem is. That's really where I think it is. Still 48, not the ECM. Okay, ECM goes back in. Next one's brake. I'm going to pull these out both and parking lamps. Put them side by side. Could it be the parking lamps? Still 48. Okay, let's put them back in. Brake. Parking lamps. All right. Turns. I'm going to pull all 3 out. Turns. 4-wheel drive. And CTSY. What does that mean? Someone tell me. Courtesy lights. Still 48. Put them all back in. Turns. 4-wheel drive. Courtesy lamps, and there's 3 more left. These are separated, so let's go with gauges first. I'll do them individually. Gauges. 48. Oh man, we're heading to the point where there's a drain. Man, maybe it's the alternator. Maybe it's that crappy alternator. Maybe it's a diode in the alternator. Heater, I'm going to pull heater. Wipers, they're separated. It's going to be that alternator. Still 48. It's not in any of the circuits. You know, it's not in any of the circuits. My next step is to disconnect the positive on the alternator. Do I have timicals to do that tonight? God, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Gots to know. Could that crap alternator be draining the battery? It is a possibility. I don't know. I can't balance this thing. I don't know what you're going to be able to see. It ain't that one. Ain't that one either. Ain't that one. Man, is it metric? Gotta be metric. Is it a 10? Everything's a 10 on the car. Oh my God, it's a 10. It's a daggone 10. Still at 48. Still at 48. Okay, that was positive off the alternator. Let me pull negative off. I don't know how these I'd have to go back and look at how exactly how the diodes are wired. It could well be a negative thing. Let me try negative. Knowing these are metric, it's a larger. Okay, negative is a 13. Oh, it was tightening. What am I doing? Work upside down. No, it's not the alternator. Not the alternator draining it. Okay, pulled every fuse unless there's another fuse box. Not the alternator, so that means it could be a relay. Could be a stuck-on relay. Could be a stuck-on relay. The relays were not with the fuses, so I got to find the relays. I'm going to wrap up for the night. Could be in the wiring harness too, but right now my working theory is going to be a relay. So I got to pull the relays the same way I pulled the fuses, but I don't know where they are right now. So, ciao. Talk to you tomorrow. Any ideas? Love to hear from you. Stereo Police. Ciao.